Welcome to a special Christmas edition
The drama.
of the Naked Gaming Podcast with me, Leigh Milner, and...
Me, Chris Berrow.
Woo!
It's Christmas!
Christmas!
Woo! Yeah, it's been an interesting year.
Difficult, but I got you.
Oh.
I got you, babe. We got married this year.
I know. That seems a long time ago now.
A long time ago.
Well, I thought we'd do a Christmas special just to cheer everyone up.
Yeah.
I've got a present for you.
What?
I've got a because it's Christmas, right? So we got each other presents. Yeah?
You said we weren't doing gifts.
Pink wrapping paper and everything.
Thank you.
I know you'd
So
like it.
thoughtful.
So this is obviously my gift to you. So let me just... There you go. And also, if you've been listening to the podcast for a while, you've actually asked for this on the podcast.
How did you wrap this?
Wow.
What is it?
I know how much you love Crash Bandicoot. So I got
Is
you.
this?
If you remember,
Oh.
you said that you wanted a Crash Bandicoot plushie for our
Wow.
Christmas special.
He's adorable.
He's bigger than I thought he'd be,
He's
actually.
adorable. Look at him.
Because I know you're the world's biggest fan of Crash. So that's my present to you. And obviously, so your present to me, what did you get?
Me. No, I'm joking.
No, for Christmas, though.
Um,
Don't just look around the room.
a cracker.
A cracker. A Christmas cracker.
A
Okay.
Christmas cracker. Come on, then.
I'll take it then. Okay, come on.
Ready?
Yeah, come on.
Don't cheat.
Ah!
Yeah!
I always lose. Merry
I
Christmas.
win.
I'm going to have a Christmas spirit now.
Wait, do you want to hear the joke?
Go on then.
Why do birds fly south in the winter?
Because it's cold.
Because it's too far to walk. Ba-dum. Anyway, let's move on.
Well, that's obviously ruined Christmas for everyone. Sorry about
I'm sorry, but thanks for my present.
that. Oh, that's all right. We're going to use it as a mascot for this episode.
Yeah.
And then it's
Put
probably
it
going to
here.
get sent back to Amazon. Crash is having a rest.
Have a little rest there.
So anyway, we have got some things that we've genuinely planned for this episode.
Yeah, that's right. You're finding out later on, aren't you, Chris, about a film that's been made entirely in the Unreal Engine called Gods of Mars.
Now, I've always wanted to direct a Star Wars movie, and this movie got the scope of Star Wars. But we're able to do it on a catering budget of a Star Wars movie. And there's something really kind of delicious about that.
We review the big release, Cyberpunk.
Welcome to the next generation of open world adventure. Immerse yourself in Cyberpunk 2077.
Subscribe so you get every single episode. Just search for the Naked Gaming Podcast on Twitter, Instagram.
iTunes as well, of course. You
Yeah.
can subscribe there. Leave us a Christmas review. And let's start off with the gaming news. Here's Leigh Milner.
Cyberpunk 2077 has been removed from the PlayStation Store until further notice. After the game was released early this month, players reported glitches, bugs, and exceptionally slow frame rates, so Sony decided to take action. Hilariously, the link they tweeted out to customers wanting a refund stopped working for a while. Microsoft are also offering refunds for the game. Meanwhile, Cyberbug 2077 is trending online. We'll be reviewing that game later on in this episode. The London Underground has temporarily renamed several of its stations in conjunction with the PlayStation 5 release. There's Miles End instead of Mile End after Spider-Man Miles Morales, the very tenuous Gran Turismo 7 Sisters, and our favourite Ratchet and Clancaster Gate. And finally, Nintendo Switch fans have revolted because in a recent update, Nintendo added a new online icon to the dashboard. It's the only one with a red background, so it kind of looks out of place. Why would you do that?
Thank you, Leigh, and I know that you like things to match and be tidy, so that's it's really annoying for people who...
I also like things to be really clean.
Why are you leaning over?
Because we've got loads of rubbish everywhere. everywhere. It's like, literally, I don't know how you do it. I tidy this house and you always seem to manage to mess it up.
It's a good thing I'm editing this episode, so that was the end of that round. So I can't wait to tell you about this one. This is groundbreaking here.
Yeah, this is absolutely amazing. Production has just started on the world's first feature-length film to be shot entirely with video game technology. Gods of Mars uses the Unreal Engine, which is normally used to make games like Fortnite, Gears of War, but this time it's creating all the film's special effects and virtual environments, from rocket ships to robots. So it's hoped that this kind of technology could save filmmakers like me huge amounts of money. Chris, you've been taking a look.
Gods of Mars is a sci-fi epic. Think Star Wars set on the Red Planet. In the first trailer, you can see starships screeching by as the camera pans to the left, revealing Mars. Now, normally this kind of shot would involve a huge team of special effects artists. The big difference here, though, is that in Gods of Mars, all the special effects and outer space backdrops will be generated using the Unreal Engine, which has been developed by Epic Games. Now, this kind of technology has been used before, most recently in Disney's hit series The Mandalorian, but only for certain scenes. This is the first time an entire film is being made using LED walls and environments and objects that have been scanned into the computer. Peter Hayaguchi is the film's director, and he has some experience of using this technology already.
I've known about the Unreal Engine as a game engine. About 15 years ago, I played this game called Unreal Tournament. And I spent hundreds of hours playing this video game. It's a first-person shooter game. It's fun. And I never thought it was going to eventually become a cinematic tool. This new technology of scanning real-life things and putting them into the Unreal Engine is really new. And it just sort of hit me like a ton of bricks. Why don't we scan miniatures and then put them into the Unreal Engine? Theoretically, it should look real because it is real.
It's good. It's really good.
So how did the concept for this film come about? Jonathan Schreiber wrote the script.
My original conception of the movie was that it would take place, a lot of it underground, so it would be fairly low budget, and it could be done with sets. You'd only see Mars maybe and a few shots exterior. Then the vision came that we should have a terraform Mars. In other words, change the oxygen level so that it's almost breathable, have plants there. So basically you could live there with little apparatus. You wouldn't have spacesuits on, for instance.
So with this brand new technology, you need a top visual effects supervisor. And here, that's David Stump.
As a visual effects supervisor and as a cinematographer, it's a wonderful opportunity to explore doing things that we never thought of doing with the tools before.
And action.
And you get to explore the technique, and then sometimes magic happens.
So what's the point of using this new technology? Director Peter Hayaguchi says it's a lot cheaper.
This project is being done with entirely new tools. The software, the hardware, the cameras, the editing, pretty much everything that we're making this movie on is different than what Hollywood uses today.
This is Mars.
Instead of spending $1 million a minute, which is how much a Pixar movie costs, we just need one computer and one graphics card, and boom, we're able to build photorealistic worlds in real time. Making a movie that looks like a game is unacceptable. And that's why Hollywood hasn't adopted this technology up until this point, because it looked like a video game. But now, it just looks like life. It's just mind-blowing how much of a paradigm shift this is. Now, I've always wanted to direct a Star Wars movie, and this movie got the scope of Star Wars. But we're able to do it on a catering budget of a Star Wars movie. And there's something really kind of delicious about that.
The new visual reality approach is expected to save about 70% of the costs of a typical CGI-heavy production. That's potentially millions of dollars. The technology also means that production can be very COVID secure because you don't need as many people on set, and the single stage used for the film is very easy to sanitize. When it's finished, Gods of Mars will be the first feature-length film to be made with the Unreal Engine. Could this be the future of film production?
It certainly could be, and some final footage from Gods of Mars will be shown in May next year.
I am that which you see before you, nothing more.
This is the Naked Gaming Podcast with me, Leigh Milner, and Chris Berrow. Are you already on the drink? You having a bit cheeky cider there?
It's
cheeky Schneider.
Apple
Sean
juice.
Connery.
Apple juice.
Let's go to the new releases now. And there's really only one game to review. It's Cyberpunk.
What's it called?
Cyberpunk 2077.
At CD Projekt Red, we dedicate ourselves to telling immersive stories. Yet with every new project, we set out to make our games bigger, more complex, deeply engaging.
Come on, V. Let's get you home.
So it's a futuristic world. You have cyber implants in your arms and your eyes. You can get bionic eyes and stuff like that.
Can I get my bionic leg in
Well,
this?
you've said because you've had a bit of surgery on your knee.
My knee.
And it
I
clicks.
Said, yeah. I could always do with a bionic knee.
Well, in the future, I think you might be able to get a straight-up replacement. But this is a world where that's happened. So people can cosmetically choose to alter parts of their body. Your skin can become more protective against bullets. You can have bionic anything you like.
If you could have anything, what would you have? If you could alter any part of your body, what would you have?
I'd have a bionic nose so that I could actually breathe through my nose. Because it's. I always struggle. I struggle.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you struggle.
Life's hard.
I know.
It hasn't been a very good release, though, for CD Projekt Red.
No.
There's been bugs, glitches, freezes. People who played the PlayStation 4 version and the Xbox One versions have been basically saying it's unplayable.
Mm-hmm. So, what's it like, Chris? What's it like to play?
It's a hard game to review this. There's quality mode and performance mode when you start off.
Mm-hmm.
If you choose to play in quality mode, it's unplayable, even on the Xbox Series X.
Okay.
It simply won't work. It's like playing a game underwater.
Okay.
You move forward, 5 seconds delay, and then your character actually moves forward. If you choose performance mode, it's fine. It's a nice looking game. It actually looks very good. It's quite a smooth game. But the problem is that the attention to detail is shocking. So the very first thing you do is you start off in a bathroom, and your character kind of is not feeling particularly well. And the first thing you can do is walk into a cubicle in the bathroom, and there's some characters smoking, but they haven't bothered to put the cigarettes in their hands. So they're puffing away on nothing. That's basic, isn't it?
Yeah, but you used to play games like that on the PS1,
Yeah.
and they kind of be holding something, but they actually, didn't have anything in their hands. So it's a bit lazy, to be honest.
Keanu Reeves is the main selling point of this game.
Yeah.
It took me 8 hours to get to a point where Keanu Reeves was introduced to the game. 8 hours.
Why?
Because there's a lot of pre-story. There's a lot of, learning the controls. The tutorials take absolutely forever. The movement is not particularly nice, and most people are saying this game really only works on the PC. So they haven't really optimized it at all for any of the other systems.
I've seen some gameplay where, literally, it says there's someone there that you need to shoot at. You can see the outline of the person.
Yeah, but they're just not there.
But literally, they're either behind a wall, but there's nobody there behind the wall. So it's like, what?
I had the weirdest glitch, which was that I got a gun out, but my character wouldn't actually get the gun out of his holster, so he just held his hands up, and there was a blank space. And I was trying to shoot this boss, and nothing was happening. So weird.
But you just said that you played, 8 hours?
8 hours.
How can you play a game
Because
8 hours like that?
The frustration is that it's got a huge soul in this game. This soul is it can be an absolute work of art, a masterpiece. It should be getting 10 out of 10, but they shouldn't have released it. It's not ready. It should have come out in February or March next year, and we would have waited, and we would have been happy and given it a 10 out of 10. They say they're going to fix it in January and February. Okay. I think the best thing to do is pretend this game hasn't been released yet, just at all, because in February, March next year, it's going to be unbelievably good. So it's getting a 0 out of 10 because it's not out yet in my mind. Cyberpunk 2077 is not available on all platforms. It's not available on the PlayStation Store. But for those where it is available, it's about 50 quid.
It's the Christmas special of the Naked Gaming Podcast with Chris Berrow. Careful.
And Leigh Milner, hello.
That's right, hello.
You. I don't believe in end-of-year roundup episodes. You know, like everyone at this time of year is like, oh, let's look at the highlights of the year.
Oh,
I don't like
like a montage.
No, you want new content. This is all new, this episode.
suppose.
Lee would have very happily had a montage of the year.
Slow-mo montage.
Slow-mo?
Yeah,
what, on a podcast?
Yeah, like...
Hello.
Remember the video versions? Hello.
Welcome. No, we're going to do some new stuff for you.
And in fact, we also just released another bonus episode because we're feeling so generous right now.
An
extra episode of the podcast all about the next generation Xbox as we got our hands. Well, you
on the
managed
Series
to get
X.
one. You managed to get one.
I unboxed it and everything.
Yep. So if you're thinking about buying one, have a listen to that.
Now, at this point in the show, Lee was going to review Crash Bandicoot on the Run, which is a mobile game, one of those endless runner games where you kind of collect the coins or the fruit, as it would be in Crash Bandicoot. But it's not out yet for some reason, even though it should have been out now. So instead, I challenge you to play a very similar game called Santa Runner.
Okay, so we've got Santa on a train track, which is dangerous, by the way. Tap to play. Okay, tap. Ooh, okay, so you're collecting coins and you're kind of zigzagging in and out of different carriages. Oh, I failed already. That wasn't a good one. Let's try again. Okay, so you have kind of the score in the top corner. The graphics are basic. I mean, it's a basic game. First of all, why is Santa running? I mean, he's not exactly a very fit man, is he? He's quite obese. And also, where's he running to? Where are his presents? What about the reindeer? I don't understand the point of this game. Why is it so Christmassy? Is it because he's forgot to get his train from London Liverpool Street? He's like, I need to get home for Christmas. Last call for North Pole. Also, why is he collecting money? It's a bit greedy, isn't it? Oh, well, I've finished. Score. I don't even understand the score. Game over. Oh my goodness me! Santa is getting his freak on! Oh yeah, you twerk it, go Santa. So if you're thinking about getting the Santa Surfer Christmas Special, which is a bit of a mouthful, don't bother, because it's really rubbish. However, it is free. Give it a go, but don't waste your life. There are better games out there.
Thank you so much. Santa Runner is available for free.
I hope so. I hope so.
There's so many spam adverts in it, though. It's crazy.
How did you find that one?
I just typed in Santa games, and there weren't really that many. It's got one review on the App Store.
I'm pretty good, though.
You are? Well, you're always quite good at that sort of thing. You're good at simple games. But
Thanks.
It has, at the moment, one-star review on the App Store. So,
no, I'm joking.
So do check it out, but maybe not for a long time.
Merry Christmas, Bailey. That's your present.
Last month, we said we were going to give away our Mario Game & Watch. And it's there for us all now. We can announce the winner. And...
Wait.
Oh, you drum roll it. Okay. Blimey. The winner is Steve Dooley
Woo!
on Twitter. Woo! Well done,
Yeah!
Steve. Congratulations.
Well done, Steve.
We're going to send it off. Steve. Right now, you're going to use that same pink wrapping paper to...
Yeah, Steve, we'll just send it like... In fact, recycling. There we go.
Save the planet.
We'll post this through your letterbox tomorrow.
And it won't, well, we'll send it off tomorrow, and it may take quite some time to get there, based on our experience. But we're going to send it off right now. And if you want to be involved in our giveaway, then we're going to give away something else as well. And I better go and get it.
We're so generous, aren't we? We're just so generous.
So we are going to give away this copy of Immortals Phoenix Rising, which is for the Xbox. If you're interested, it works on the Series X and Xbox One as well. And it's a bit like Assassin's Creed, but a more cartoony version, which we reviewed actually in our Xbox special episode, which you must download right now.
Yeah, if you want to win Immortals Phoenix Rising, all you got to do is follow us on Twitter. It's at Naked Gaming Pod. Give us a retweet as well, and we will enter you into the competition.
Details on Twitter and Instagram if you want to get involved. We'll be back in the new year. Hopefully, 2021 will be better.
It will be. It can't be better. We got married this year.
Yes. It's been brilliant since then. Well, February was a great month.
Yeah. No, we'll be back next year. It's been a great year for gaming.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt next year will be even better.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You haven't got a drink?
Go get me a drink.
Okay. Hi, Bailey.